I will show you with this tool how to get the most money out of your games. Great finds today. I got in a whole lot of retro video game stuff. I got DS, I got GBAs, I got systems, I've got a cool controller, and I've got some peripherals that you'd be surprised what the price goes for. I got some NES games, and I've got a bunch of like PS3, PS2, as well as I got a PS4 game in here and a Wii game, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Now, these games we won't even go over, but we do put these out. These still do sell, but those aren't the ones that are worth the most money. Let's start out with the oldest here. We have NES games. We have Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck is a Disney. It's when they actually made Daffy cool. He was Darkwing Duck. That one is going to go in this pile. Mario and Duck Hunt. This came with every system. Now, they still sell for, $5 to $10 because this is the most plentiful game out there, but everyone wants to play that. You can't play Duck Hunt on the new games, and we know that a Super Mario Brothers still in the package just sold for a ton of money, but it's not this one. See, $6.95. It's still the right price. Got Rampage in. This is kind of like a Donkey Kong. You see Kong versus Godzilla. Wait, that's the movie that's out right now. So it's coming around again, Rampage. That game is still worth pretty good money. This is David Bowie. David Bowie was on an NES game. This is Labyrinth. This game is kind of hard to find. I really couldn't find a definite price on this one. But this one is a rare game. It's a cool game. The label's in good shape. That's always good. And that one we're gonna put here because we just don't know. Contra, one of the most successful NES games out there. Contra, the label's in great shape. This one is actually tripled in price in the last 6 months. Tripled in price. Battletoads. This one is all wrapped up. I don't know why. It's sealed. It's Battletoads. It's not Ninja Turtles. It's Battletoads. But this game, it used to be a video game thing there. And then we have also Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the first one. The arcade game is going to be worth more. That's about the right price right now. You can see, you can clean that up. And you can see that the cart's okay, the label's all right, but I can get that cleaned with a magic eraser and take that sticker off. So out of these three games, what is worth the most? Well, Rampage is still a pretty good game. It goes for pretty decent money. We'll have to make sure that works. It's down to these two, Contra and Darkwing. Contra? Well, it's not Contra. Contra's pretty close, but Darkwing Duck is going to be the most expensive out of these NES games. And we'll pick that up later. And we'll have these here. Darkwing Duck. Now, I did get a couple systems in. I got 2 of the SPs, and I've got 1 of the DS Lite. Now, the SPs are cool. What you want to look for is the 101. These are 001s. What does 001 mean? Well, that is the bright screen versus the non-bright screen. So, when you turn these on, you can see that it does have a lighted screen. In the 001, you press this button here, and it's going to go darker and then brighter, so you can play at night. This one, the 101s go from this to a brighter screen. They don't turn it off. So these are still good. Now, these sell right around the $60 to $70 range. These are going up as well. Now is the time to sell your video games. If you can sell your video games and your accessories, you can probably buy them back in 6 months and get them a lot cheaper and keep the money. Now, this is a DS. This is one of the original DS. This is a DS Lite. Now, the unique thing about the DS Lite, it plays both the DS games as well as the GBA games. You see there's a little slot here that comes out, and you can put your DS games in there. This does work. This does look good. This is a very desired. These are becoming more and more desirable. You can see the Nintendo DS. You want to make sure things work. So these games, we've got some good things here. Now, I only have one 64 game. It is Banjo-Tooie, not Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. So this is the most expensive NES or N64 game. So we'll put that over there with Darkwing. That's all right. Now, I did get from our buddy Jake. We love Jake. Jake lets us give him a hard time when he comes in, and he's selling a lot of his games. He brought in Banjo-Tooie. These are strategy guides. These are player's guides. This is before the internet when you wanted to cheat. So strategy guides can go from they can go for okay money, but you have to sit on them a long time because you do have the internet now, and you can see. It's basically a walkthrough of the games to make sure that you're. So I got Yoshi's Story. Yoshi's great. Banjo-Tooie, not Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie. It's from Nintendo Power. Now Zelda Majora's Mask. This is the N64 game. This is one of the most desirable games. There's two. There's one with a reflective, and then there's one that's not. They're both gold carts. This comes with exclusive stickers. Let's see if our buddy Jake took them out. It looks like he took them out, but that was a long time ago. We're not mad at Jake. And if you're getting married in this area in Ohio, go to Jake Raymond. He is a videographer, and he does a great job. And he sells us a lot of these games. He also had Super Mario Galaxy. This is the Premier Edition. Not just the regular edition, but the Premier Edition. You can see here. Oh, there, he put his name in there. See, that's the website you go to. Super Mario will take you through. Look at these books. These books are more than I read in high school, and this is just to beat one game. One game. Now, you can hold on to these. These do look good on a shelf. And it's Mario, and it's Yoshi, and it's very cool. Now, I got some... These are some games here, the GBA games. I got some DS games, but I also got some interesting... I got this interesting controller. This is a gold controller, and you can see right down here this is a C3PO Xbox 360 controller. It doesn't look like C3PO, it's just gold, but it has these things here. There are gold ones that don't have this particular design here, but this particular controller sells for about 50 bucks. 50 bucks. Don't be fooled by just the regular gold. See, it has the different on the thumb pad there. But this one, because it's rare, everything is about supply and demand. And C3PO, I don't know if they made an R2-D2 one, but this one is a desirable Xbox 360 controller. So we'll put that right over there. And I got some different things, and you wonder, what are these? What is this? Two of these things came in. You may see these sitting around. These are GameCube wireless adapters. Yes, GameCube wireless adapters. Before, when you had to play games with wires and you trip over them and knock your system over, they did come out with this. This would plug into your GameCube and you could play wirelessly. Now, I do have the controllers. I'm going to test these out because working ones are always going to be worth more than the other ones. These sell for about 25 bucks a piece. So there's 50 bucks right there. 50 bucks right there. 50 bucks right there. I do have the things. I will try those out. So take a look for these. If you see that little tiny thing, you'll know that they're GameCube. Now, Game Boy, not to be outdone, did have wireless adapters as well. These don't sell for as much, but these actually sell for about $8 to $10 a piece, so that's about 20 bucks for the pair. I have to test those out. Those are cool. This is just for the light. It puts in where the GBA games go. Now, I got a bunch of DS games in. Now, DS games, always Pokemon's going to be the most expensive. Spyro's going to be good. Sonic, this is a 3DS game. You can see they put that little notch there so you can only play those games in there. Sims, Animals, a lot of these Sonic. You can get pretty good money for some of the DS games, especially the Pokemon games. None of these are huge money games. But, I tell people, bring everything you have and you have some money. The guy who brought these, and he walked out with a lot of money. So you can go through and you have to look up the prices. Sometimes you need a magnifying glass to see what these even are. I can't even read these things, but that's okay. You can put them in. Cooking Mama, you can cook. You can do Sims. You can do whatever you want here. Now, some of these games are going to go to $5 to $10, like the Sonic and the Spyro. But the other ones usually put in a bin, and we sell them for $3 a piece, as well as, 5 for 10. So they're good. So if you get a DS, you can get 5 games for 10 bucks. What better deal? It's better than anywhere else you're going to find. And Team Umizoomi even had one. Sims Creator. Now, these are GBA games. GBA games, we'll play in these. Now, GBA games, we've got some cool games. Bionicle, Top Gun, which it takes 35 years to make Top Gun 2. It's still not out, I don't think. Finding Nemo. Well, there he is. Spyro. This game, it doesn't sell for as much, but it's still, about an $8 game. Quad, Naruto. Now, Mega Man we're going to put over here. And Bomberman we're going to put over here. That one's okay. Herbs, it's like it's City of Sims. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. If on the N64 games, those things are really, really hot. Metabots. Casino is going to be nothing. So these are going to go over here. We're going to find out which one is going to be worth the most. There's Turok. That's not going to make our cut. So we're going to look at all these games. Now, I told you in the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you how to make the most money out of these games. A lot of these games are being reproduced. So you'll see them for like $14, $15, even on Amazon. They say they're reproductions. People don't want those. So what you do is you get yourself a little tool here. This is a tri-bit, meaning it's three tri-bit. I've already taken the screw out here. These just slide down. You take these out, or you try to take these out, and then you can see inside, it'll be Nintendo branded. Now, I don't have a fake here, but you can tell the fakes. They don't go to the trouble of making these look like this. These are all branded. This is a Nintendo game. You take this, you clean this up, you put it in here, you try it out, and you make sure it's right. So when you're going to put these on eBay, for instance, you want to put them like this, take them apart. They can see that it's an actual Nintendo game. You can see it playing. They're easy to put together. They're easy to take apart, and they're easy to clean. Now this, out of Pokemon, this is the least out of these. This sells for about 15 bucks. Still pretty good price, but it's only $15, because when you find out what these go for, you'll be very surprised. Now we're down to these 5 games as far as the GBA games are concerned. Now Teen Titans, it's an okay game. Teen Titans, I watched Teen Titans. It was actually the most entertaining cartoon that I watched with the kids. Some of them I couldn't get through, but Teen Titans Go was an awesome series. That's just a little side note. Now, out of these, what sells out of these? Is it the Pokemons? These are a little bit older. It's a Fire Red. We have Leaf Green, Sapphire Ruby, or is it Mega Man or Bomberman? Well, actually, we're going to separate these into these 2 categories. You have, of course, these Pokemons and the Mega Man. Mega Man's going to be good. Bomberman, Pokemon. These are not as expensive as these 2. Now, these 2, these sell for right around $60 a piece. $60 a piece. There is $120, $240 right there. $240 for this little stack. Yes, I would take them apart. I would make sure they work. You can also take these apart. There's a screw. You do the same thing with those and make those real nice. Now, the most expensive, we had Banjo-Tooie, we had Darkwing, and of course we had these. These sell for about the same. Which one of these is worth the most? Is it the older one? Is it the 64, which is really hot? Or is it just a little tiny GBA game? Well, it's not Banjo-Tooie. Thanks, Jake, for bringing this in and for the cheat guide. But it's not Banjo-Tooie. It's still about $20 to $30 game. Pokemons or Darkwing? Pokemon or Darkwing? Always stick with Pokemon because Darkwing, this is still a game that sells right around the $60 mark. And that's going to go over there. That's still good money. And we're talking 50, 50, 60. You know, we're talking a lot of money in retro video games. Take the time. These Pokemon games here, this is Leaf Green and Fire Red. These average, and I'm going off Priceline, not Priceline, but price charting. It tells you all the what video games are going for. These sell for about $90 a piece. 90 bucks a piece. That's $180. That's half a year. That's if you were ordering Little Caesars $5 pizzas. That's over a half a year of those pizzas every single day for these 2 little things. Now, I will take these apart. I will make sure they work. I did make sure they are authentic before I bought them, but they're very cool, so take a look. Don't be surprised if you can get a little bit of money for this. Make sure you find out which one you have. The GBAs, these games, and some of the strategy guides. Thanks for bringing these in. The people brought them, and Jake and Marcel brought these in. They are great. It's easy to make your money back when you buy big lots. You can make your money back pretty easily on these. These will sell probably pretty quickly, but then you're going to go through these. So you have to be careful when you buy stuff because you'll be sitting on a lot of them. It's easy to make your money back. It's hard to then make the money. But out of Darkwing, and these 2 games, that's the most expensive here. These would be the most expensive GBA games. If you had the Emerald Green, it goes for about $150 right now. It's ridiculous. So take a look at your games. When you're out looking, searching, Buy your DS games, buy these games, find out what they're worth, clean them up, make sure they work. I want to thank you for watching. Please like, share. If you can subscribe, that's great too. I do put in a video every day. I'm trying to make sure we get a different stuff all the time. I love video games. I ask for video games.